insights into understanding clusters with the subtitle, Mastering Data Storage with Clusters in Sheerpower. In this segment, we'll explore the concept of clusters and how they enable efficient data storage and management in Sheerpower. By mastering clusters, you can organize and manipulate complex data structures with ease, enhancing the power and versatility of your applications. Let's dive into the world of clusters and see how they can elevate your Sheerpower programming skills. Clusters in Sheerpower are highly advantageous, especially for business applications. They offer flexible and efficient data management by enabling any field within a cluster to be used as a key, simplifying complex data handling. Clusters allow you to combine multiple variables into a single named object, making it easier to manage and adding clarity to your code. Similar to structs or vectors in other languages, clusters in Sheerpower are powerful and easy to use. In this example, we define a simple cluster in Sheerpower. First, we create a cluster named meals with 3 fields: protein $, liquid $, and carb $. Next, we assign values to each field within the meals cluster. In this example, the protein $, field is set to eggs, the liquid $, field to tea, and the carb $, field to toast. This demonstrates how to define a cluster and assign values to its members in Sheerpower. To reference cluster variables, use the syntax cluster name --sign then variable name. This makes it straightforward to access and manipulate data within a cluster. You might notice that the dash with a greater than sign forms an arrow. In this example, we assign values to the fields of the meals cluster in Sheerpower. First, we set the protein $, field to eggs. Next, we assign tea to the liquid $, field. Finally, we set the carb $, field to toast. This demonstrates how to assign values to the members of a cluster, ensuring each field contains the appropriate data. By defining a root cluster, you can easily create related clusters that inherit the structure of the root. This allows for consistent data management across similar data sets. In this example, we demonstrate how to create multiple clusters from a root cluster in Sheerpower. First, we define a root cluster named meals with 3 fields: protein $, liquid $, and carb $. Next, we create a breakfast cluster using the meals cluster and assign values to its fields. We then create a lunch cluster, again using the meals cluster, and assign values to its fields. Finally, we create a dinner cluster, using the meals cluster, and assign values to its fields. By defining a root cluster and using it to create related clusters, we can easily manage and maintain consistent data structures across multiple clusters. If you have a lot of related clusters, you should consider creating a cluster array. This will be discussed in depth in the next tutorial. Clusters are a great way to pass large amounts of data to routines. Instead of passing multiple individual variables, you can pass a single cluster, making your code cleaner and more organized. The print cluster name list statement shows the names of each cluster member and their values. This is useful for debugging and verifying the contents of your clusters. When first defining a cluster, you can specify initial values for its members. This simplifies the setup process and ensures that your clusters have meaningful default data. Understanding and effectively using clusters in Sheerpower is crucial for efficient data management. By mastering cluster definitions, referencing, and initialization, you can streamline your data operations and enhance the functionality of your applications.